Yo, what's good? What's happening? Martincitopants. I built Cities Skyline 2's largest city, then I destroyed it. Alright, what game is this? Cities Skylines 2. Never heard of it. Let's see what he did, man. Is that the intro? Wait, was that an edit or like the intro to the game? Hey, yo. Martin, what are you doing, bro?
Hello, sir. Hey! Hello again. Welcome to Poopville.
Poopville? Our sponsor?
A few weeks ago, the wonderful people over at Paradox Interactive gave me access to an early build of Cities Skylines 2. And then, they put me on a crane. We'll talk about that later.
Huh?
In Cities Skylines 2, you build cities, construct townships, move people around with mass transit networks, and try your absolute hardest to not murder hundreds of thousands of people with a tsunami of poo. Since this is
of poo. Cities Skyline. Look at all the games you got. Damn. That's crazy.
Early pre-release of the game, only a select few people can actually play it, which gave me a devilish idea.
Paradox. Hit your boy up. You're not saying. I'm down to make some gameplay on this.
Without too much effort, I can probably make the largest city the game has ever seen. And then, I can commit unspeakable atrocities upon my glorious creation.
Jeez.
So, let us begin. Wanting to start things off properly, I began the game with tutorials. Move with these keys, tilt the camera with these keys, build roads like this. Zoning.
Elizabeth Street? You can name your own streets?
But I had built the beginning of a small town, burgeoning with life, ready to take on the future, inhabited by the brightest of a new generation.
A town of bustling opportunities.
No. What is that?
Yep. That's, yeah. Unlike the first game, I had no limit on the amount of terraforming I could do, which meant I could do things
This man.
like this. For the city's road network, I had conceived an incredible solution to traffic. Triangles. This amazing technology makes every single intersection in the city 6 ways. You might think this is very stupid, and it is, but what's even stupider is this type of intersection actually exists in real life. And where else would it exist than beautiful, sunny Los Angeles? The real intersection is even worse.
Oh yeah, that poo on the wall, it was their video.
Exist than beautiful, sunny Los Angeles. The real intersection is even worse than these ones though, because it doesn't have any traffic lights. Just 6 stop signs.
Hell no.
Fuck. With traffic 100% solved forever, I could move on to more important things, like schools, police stations, water infrastructure, fire stations, and most importantly, somewhere to put all the poo. How about, here.
Look at that drip on him.
Once the poo had been successfully routed into the poo-cano, it was only a matter of time until it filled.
Oh no.
A matter of very long time. I spent about another hour on this city.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting, boy. What if that overflows?
And by then, it had filled to about here.
What? What?
Not very high. And that meant it was time to drink.
He built in it?
Placing a water pump inside the poo-cano resulted in fresh poo being delivered directly to people's taps, which caused the entire city to either pack up and leave, or die. Well,
nah.
Poopville was no more. And
That's
with that,
crazy.
we move on to attempt 2. Gentlemen, welcome to Peniston.
How many attempts you guys think, bro? I'm gonna give it 13. 13
This
attempts
city
in this
went
video.
a little better than Poopville. A little. This time, I spent a bit longer learning the basic principles of the game, and examined things that had been changed from Cities Skylines 1. Things like much larger, really nice looking service buildings, like this coal plant. Ooh, or this landfill. I checked out the new zoning, pedestrian-only streets, the grid tool, and of course, radio announcements telling you what's going on in the city.
The commercial district is booming.
More radio announcements.
So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
And my personal favorite,
There's a widespread concern over fears that an insidious underground criminal organization has seized control of the area.
Recent crime stats confirm that the crime wave has certainly gripped our region, and it's showing no signs of letting up.
I don't like the sound of that, Glenda.
We'll be back after this.
Yo.
Oh, fuck! All of this was great. So, I, flattened a bit of land and got to work on the next area. I did a bit of bus stuff, zoned a bunch of housing, built these terrible, awful roads connecting everything, and then
What the fuck?
people started drinking poo again. Fucking goddamn shit. Attempt 3. Before attempt 3 began, I had a few things to do. Namely,
I like how he switches it up every time though.
fly all the way to Germany, hang out for a few days, and then get hoisted 50 meters into the air by a crane. Now that we're in position, it was time to begin our fabulous
Jeez, that's
new city.
insane.
When naming this new city, I tried to think of a name
He said Detroit? No, Germany.
for a few days, and then get hoisted
I wanna
50
do that.
meters into the air by a crane. Now that we're in position, it was time to begin our fabulous new city. When naming this new city, I tried to think of a name that inspired greatness. A name that made me think. Gentlemen, behold, the grand city of... This time, I wasn't going to keep messing around. This time, I would research the ins and outs of city building, and I would construct a wonderful, perfect, flawless utopian city. So first
Looking like New York, bruh.
things first,
Man, building the future of New York right now.
I did some research. And with that research completed, here are my findings. So, we want to build the largest possible city. A city that has an extremely high population, all buying products, driving their car, and most importantly, pooping out their butt. Well, to get to that point, our new city of
toilet.
couldn't just be a huge grid with nothing but apartment buildings. Believe me, I tried. No one moved in. This city needed to be attractive. People had to actually want to move in.
Is it expensive? Because it gotta be cheap too. Look at this knockoff Statue of Liberty.
This city needed
What the hell, boy? Who's that, Michael Jordan?
to be attractive. People had to actually want to move in. And that substantially complicates things. So, why would a citizen want to move here? Well, maybe they've got a good job, or the amenities are nice, the shops sell cool stuff, the city services are reliable, it's safe, there are dudes that be selling that good Zaza, plenty of crack, a nice, pleasant location to gamble away my kid's college fund, hookers on every street corner. The reasons one might want to live in a city are truly endless. So we have to try to accommodate as many as possible. First and foremost, they need somewhere to live. So let's build some roads, zone them for low-density residential, and wait. Hooray! Our
One
first
person.
citizen, the Pooh Man. If I wanted the Pooh Man to actually stay in this city, I needed to build a few service buildings. A groundwater pump for pumping groundwater. A windmill for milling wind. An industrial sector for people to work at. And then I had to decide on a place to put the Pooh.
They finna move out, gang. Attempt 4 coming.
Yeah, I'll put it here. Once that was all done, I zoned a few more things, and then just sort of sat back and watched my creation do its magic. I even found a dog.
Bar.
What the dog doing?
And there we go. Our first milestone. Ooh. This milestone unlocked a few new service buildings. I placed down a medical clinic, a cemetery, an elementary school, a landfill. The city of was definitely making me go With the city now growing quite quickly, came even more unlocked. Roundabouts, fire stations, police stations,
Hopefully at
high-end
last.
city housing, specialized industry, and before I knew it, had reached 1,000 population. And nighttime. Nighttime in this game looks quite nice. Now, the build I was playing on was quite an early one, which meant it came with a few bugs here and there. My favorite of which being gas stations with, rather powerful lights.
My
So,
eyes.
what next? Well, now the city had reached 1,000
Even the streetlights do that.
rather powerful lights. So,
Look at that.
what next? Well, now the city had reached 1,000 population, I had to do something truly awful. I had to start thinking. You see, in the first game, all big cities had one common struggle. Traffic. If I wanted the city to be truly huge, I had to get on top of traffic before
Man,
it
really
became
built
an
New
issue.
York, bro.
So of course, I did some more research. Holy shit. Roads. Roads on the surface may seem simple
Roads?
enough. Get them wrong, and disaster will follow. So, how do you not get them wrong? Well, by following a few basic principles of road networks. First being, roadway hierarchy. You probably already have a vague idea of what this means. Obviously, a highway has a pretty different purpose than the road that goes to your house.
Yep.
The hierarchy goes like this. Highways, then arterial roads, then collectors, and then local roads. They don't necessarily need different numbers of lanes or higher speed or really anything distinguishing them. The distinction is more about where they are in the network than what they actually look like. Each step down the hierarchy trades off mobility, or how fast you can get from point A to B, with access, or how many things you can put on that road.
Damn, bro, that shit seem complex just for roads, fucking streets and roads, bro. They got this whole graph right here.
Mobility, or how fast you can get from point A to B, with access, or how many things you can put on that road. Local roads have the highest access, but lowest mobility, while highways have the highest mobility with the lowest access. Speaking of highways, hey, there's a highway right there.
Yep.
So, back to the city of... We can see that these basic road principles have already been used. This road here is an arterial road.
Good.
We've got some collectory looking dudes off to the side here, and all our houses are placed nicely along local roads. Next up, another neighborhood. An arterial road up here, and... wonderful. As our city grew larger, we unlocked even more stuff. This stuff is quite important, since we need to keep our citizens happy.
Doing this
So
thing,
more
bro.
in order to keep our citizens happy, I had devised a devious plan. Fuck that.
Yo, this shit went crazy. Boston, like, what are you doing on a
Devious
slide,
plan.
bro?
Fuck that.
This was a Boston park. Like, what were you doing on this?
With the
was
city
shook.
sufficiently lathered in parks, I could add more stuff. An industrial area here, some mixed-use developments over here, a college here, an experimental pedestrian-only street with shops over here, and before I knew it, 5,000 population.
Yo.
At this point in the game, issues start cropping up, like our cash flow is still negative, or there's a little bit of traffic, or there's a giant forest fire bearing down on the city. Yeah, I'm sure all that's fine. We're going to take the noble path and completely ignore it. You see, in City Skylines, road design and layout will only get you so far in fighting traffic. The best way to stop jams is for there to be no cars there in the first place. Gentlemen, it was time to busy ourselves with public transit.
Hey, yo, nasty.
At our small scale, we only really have the capacity to add buses. So we'll add some buses. I remember first playing City Skylines 1 and spamming the shit out of buses absolutely everywhere. Doing this resulted in bus lines that look something like this. Now, everywhere.
Trying to see.
Doing this resulted in bus lines that look something like this.
Chilling, bro.
Now yes, this line does in fact service a lot of people, but if you live here and want to go here, instead of the bus going straight there, it goes here, then around here, and then stops here, and finally arrives here. This system is dumb. It's far better to have a bus that just goes from one point to another in the city, and then stops in between.
Yep.
With that said, here's my first bus route. It takes people from the apartments to the industrial area and back. Simple. Now of course, the whole point of doing this is to allow people to get around without using their car. The vast majority of people, when given the choice
Avoiding laws, bruh.
between a bus
Not
and
avoiding
a car,
breaking
all
it.
else equal, will almost always choose a car. This is great if you want your city to look like this, but I don't. So we need to make the bus a viable alternative. We can do this with bus lanes to prioritize bus traffic, or by not providing parking near the destination so they can't drive there. What's more important, however, is that the public transit system has layers to it. Public transit isn't
Boy, it's raining, boy.
just buses. It's
It's
also
raining.
trams, metro, ferries, trains, and even aircraft. All these systems should mesh together to provide a viable alternative to just getting in your car and driving to your destination. The end result? Well, hopefully, not this. With the beginnings of our public transit network laid out, came rezoning. If I wanted the city to be the largest the game had ever seen, these single-family homes were no good. In their place, I zoned for mixed use, which are just apartment blocks with shops on the bottom. Instead of housing 4 or 5 people, mixed-use developments can house 60 to 80.
Sheesh. That's crazy, bruh.
Of course, I couldn't rezone everything at once.
That makes it convenient for the people living there too. They got a little grocery store downstairs. Yeah, let me go downstairs instead of having to take the bus and go across the city, or having to go on my whip, waste gas, pay insurance, all that. To go to, you know what I'm saying?
5 people, mixed-use
Very
developments can
convenient.
house 60 to 80. Of course, I couldn't rezone everything at once, so I just did it gradually. Bulldozing Grandma's house, only every so often. With more population, once again,
Crazy.
came more unlocks. This time, we'd unlocked the office space. Why work in a dangerous, hazardous manufacturing job when you can just sit on a computer and slap a keyboard for 8 hours a day?
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Offices
that
have a
bread.
few advantages over industry.
Make your money at
Not
home,
one
bro.
being, they don't produce pollution. This means that we can place them wherever we want. They also employ a higher proportion of educated workers.
Yep.
This is good when your city has a high level of education. Mine doesn't, but it's nice to think that maybe someday it will. In the meantime, though, the citizens needed to be put back to work.
Yo.
In particular, we needed more industry.
What the
Perhaps
fuck?
like this chemical
Nah.
plant building thing, which looks really cool and want to drink whatever funny liquid it produces.
His editing gets better every video, bruh. Every video. Yeah. Thick ass boy. Nah, this is editing right here, bro. Tripping.
Oh, fuck.
Imagine seeing a man suited up, laying on the floor in the park, bro.
In that time I spent doing whatever it was that I was doing, the city had managed to pass the 15,000 population milestone.
Sheesh.
Nice. Oh yeah, and I was still on the crane.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
He was playing this shit on that thing, bro?
And I was
What the fuck?
still on the crane. Guys, it's been a long time, guys. Can you please let me down, please, guys? Everything in was going perfectly. The commercial district was
The commercial district is booming as the
industry was on the rise.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when this
A housing shortage was driving up prices in the
housing
area.
shortage is driving up prices in the area.
Oh my god, yes, I get it. Do these radio announcers ever shut the fuck up?
No, Martin, we don't shut up.
They keep going. Oh my god, that's fucking creepy. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this fucking video. A SpongeBob character, one of the fishes. I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but I had to save it because it was the funniest shit when I first saw it, bro. Where is it? This is gonna happen in this video. Watch. Where is it? Look at this, bro. Look at this. Yo, that shit had me weak. What the
Martin,
fuck?
time is running out. The citizens
Yo.
demanded Martin. The citizens want poo, Martin.
Yo, it's raining hard, gang.
The Poocano is
Crazy.
calling.
No, why are you
Martin.
saying this?
The
No, this isn't
Poocano
right. Stop,
is
please.
calling.
Stop.
Martin,
Stop, please.
Bill,
Please stop.
Giant
Go away.
Mark,
What are you
Bill,
talking about? I like this
Bill,
scene. Please.
Bill,
What are you
Bill,
talking
Bill,
about?
Bill,
No, I don't want to fight with poo. No. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Well, I hit this new milestone. Built this bridge thing.
Large city.
Yeah.
How the fuck does this work? Wait. Oh, I thought that was traffic. That's just like for pedestrians to walk on. I mean, that's kind of cool, but like, looks congested. Okay, looks like a lot going on. Maybe put something in the middle. Well, not really, because they can't. They don't even have access to that. Never mind. It's just for looks. Yeah. Hopefully this attempt right here, because I said 13. He's still on 3. Hopefully it stays.
Yeah.
Martin.
Okay, well, maybe we should try a port.
Martin.
You know, because it's got like the funny. You know, the funny. You know, the funny water vehicle. The funny. So I made a port. Now the city has shipping access.
Yes, sir.
Hooray! Okay, how about a train yard and some trains? Alrighty, bam, trains. A stop over here, a stop over here, some tunnels connecting them all, this cool train bridge thing. Nice.
Fire.
How about a metro?
Ooh,
Metro station.
that's fire.
Tunnels, metro lines. The attractiveness of was
A train thing over the water's actually tough.
nice. How about a metro?
That looks fresh.
Metro stations, tunnels, metro lines. The attractiveness of was truly off the charts. And in the next couple of hours of playing, the population ballooned from 15,000 to 50,000 people. This, once again, unlocked a
We got
swath
New York
of new
on
high-density
deck.
buildings. So to cram even more people into my more and more limited space, I zoned a bunch of high-rises. Was well on its way to city glory.
Jeez.
But this huge influx did in fact cause a few issues. Namely, traffic. With so many people moving in all at once, car traffic coming into the city was truly huge. So to combat this, I came up with a genius idea. A wonderful, pleasant, beautiful urban highway. Currently, there's only one access point into the city, but with our wonderful new urban highway and this cool bridge, there was now two. Okay, highways are cool and all that, but what's the best way to merge a highway with another road? Gentlemen, it's time to dive into the wonderful world of interchanges. So, you're an urban planner, and you've got a problem. You've got this big road going this way, and another big road going this way. How do you join them together? Well, with an interchange. There are several to choose from, and they all serve slightly different purposes. Trumpet interchange, three-way directional interchange, single-point urban interchange, cloverleaf, partial cloverleaf, diverging diamond, and everyone's favorite concrete abomination, the stack interchange. Some of these interchanges are meant for moving traffic from one highway to another, like the stack interchange, while others are made for taking traffic off the highway and putting it onto a more accessible road. This is what we want for our new highway. So for this job, I chose the diamond interchange. Well, a pretty basic and honestly shit version of one, but a diamond interchange nonetheless. I repeated this basic shit design down the length of our wonderful strip.
Can he put stoplights on these streets and shit, bro? Because if he can, he should do that. I haven't seen him do it once. I don't know, or maybe they automatically just put it.
Road and ended up with this. Once that was done, it was time to build a cool bridge all the way back to the mainland and connect it up to the highway down there. This requires another interchange. Hooray! For this job, we're using a three-way directional interchange. As the title says, it's three ways, directional, and an interchange. Yeah. Anyway, with that placed down, this wonderful new section of highway is open for business. And you know what that means? More expansion.
More expansion, yo. Another, you're not saying.
More expansion, of course,
Shit looking
meaning
good.
huge influxes of new people.
Yeah, see, bro? No stoplight.
In just a few hours, the
Yeah,
city
fuck
managed to
it.
go from 50,000 population all the way up to 90,000. Huge swaths of new people making their way into the city via our new highway proved very quickly that
And where are they coming from? That's the question. Where are these people coming from?
the interchanges I had designed were in fact very bad, and I should feel bad about it. Fucking idiot, fucking stupid dumbass. Not to worry though, because one of my intercity trains I had the foresight of building was doing some serious heavy lifting. A couple of them were even full, holding 800 passengers each. All 800 of which got off at one station, causing this wonderful cascade of bodies to come flooding out, filling the streets like some sort of gelatinous liquid. Beautiful. And with that, more expansion. I built more neighborhoods, and more thousands of people flocked to me. Tram lines, highways, thousands of spaces for new buildings. It was only
Hey, bro, when this comes out, if it's not out, I wouldn't be surprised. Wait, can people make cities, save them, and then other people can join it? Probably, I don't know. But I was gonna say, out of everybody creating cities or whatever, they must have statistics on their cities and stuff like that. He'll probably have the biggest one, or he'll be like up there.
only a matter of time before the population skyrocketed yet again. Yeah, except it didn't.
Damn.
For whatever reason, people had decided enough was enough, and they didn't want to move in anymore. What's worse is, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why. Mousing over the citizen happiness meter revealed that citizens in my city were having a wonderful time.
Let me see.
Mousing over the citizen happiness meter revealed that
Unreliable mail service, -13. High noise pollution, small homes. 16 wealth.
citizens in my city were having a wonderful time. Lots of wealth, reliable city services, and no poo in the drinking water. Yet. This city was
Yes.
just good. So why then was no one moving in? During this whole time of expanding the city, I had assumed
course.
that offices are just plain better than industrial areas. You see, offices can be placed anywhere, so I'd just been placing them wherever I pleased. typically right next to residential, so people wouldn't have to travel far for work.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's a limit.
Really?
At some point, people get sick of their keyboard slapping and need manufacturing jobs. So I gave them what they wanted, and holy shit!
Damn, it was that. They just wanted more work. Yo.
Manufacturing jobs.
Hold on. Hold on. Where's he at? Where's the stats? 98,000 people.
So I gave them what they wanted, and holy shit! A nice
99. Okay, it went up a K.
influx of tens of thousands of people. I passed over 100,000, then
100,000.
over 150. People were literally dying to get to my city.
That's
and
crazy.
predictably, the traffic was really bad. I expanded so much that I'd filled up the barrier island. I expanded down to the mainland, filling it with a huge, expansive suburbia. I built over 100 elementary schools. The population grew still. I built these cool university buildings, the Large Hadron Collider, this needle-looking thing, and the population grew still. International airport, more suburbia, nuclear energy, more industry,
nah,
trams,
this man literally built everything, bro.
trains, more suburbia, highways, skyscrapers, incineration plants, more suburbia, infrastructure of all shapes and sizes. The city grew, and grew, and grew.
Till when?
And
What
here
happened?
we are, fellas. 300,000 citizens.
Sheesh.
I'm pretty confident this is the largest city ever built in Cities Skylines 2.
Yup.
Now, let me ask you a question. What are 300,000 people good at? Maybe making a lot of money, or using lots of incineration plants, or perhaps producing lots of digital goods. Yes, they are good at all of those things, but
The congestion.
they're most good at one thing
Hey, you better have a lot of hospitals there, bro. No cap.
in particular. They are good at pooping. Gentlemen,
And waste.
I present to you the purpose of this city, what everything has been leading up to. I present the Poocano.
Man, a little montage of it. Bro, that's filled. What? No fucking way. Did he do that on purpose? No way he did that on purpose, bro.
In the ensuing Poonami, the entirety of was destroyed. Only one single person remained. The Pooh Man. If you'd like to beat my record and claim even more lives, pre-order this fantastic game with my link.
Okay, he did that on purpose, I guess. Bruh. And how did Pooh Man survive? Was it because he was the first one and, like, you need that one person? Nah, bro, this city was looking clean, too. He did so much in this motherfucker, bruh. And for the Poonami to come in is crazy. Y'all hear that rain? Hey. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, there must be stats in this game if it's not out already, and he must be up there in terms of leaderboards. I don't know. And if not, no, he's not. Right? Because he has proof that he did. But in the game, if there is stats, he lost it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's tough, man. Hey, he did his thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you guys gonna get this game. That's my reaction. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe if you haven't. I'm out.